We begin at 4 today with new developments on the lawsuits into the Palisades Fire. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Colleen Williams.
And I'm Annabelle Sedano in for Michael Brownlee. A judge has ordered the LA Fire Department and California State Parks to provide a more detailed timeline of events leading up to the Palisades Fire. The ATF says smoldering embers from the January 1st Lockman fire reignited and caused the Palisades Fire 6 days later.
Now, Palisades Fire victims who are suing the city and the state are trying to find out why the first fire wasn't fully extinguished. Our investigative reporter Eric Leonard has been following the wildfire lawsuits. He joins us from the newsroom with the latest on this. Eric?
Hi, Colleen and Annabelle. Well, today's ruling may open the door to a lot more information for fire victims who've said in court filings they need to know why more wasn't done to make sure the Lockman fire, that first fire, was completely put out. The judge today ordered the production of documents and records and is allowing the depositions of firefighters and state park officials who were sent to the scene of that Lockman fire.
We got the judge to agree to order that these depositions go forward.
Palisades fire victims attorney Alex Robertson says it's a major win that he says he hopes leads to answers about why the Lockman fire that burned January 1st and appeared to be out the next day wasn't fully extinguished. In court filings this week, Robertson says this photo showing a state parks employee with firefighters at the Lockman fire scene appears to confirm anonymous reports. He says he's heard from firefighters that they were told to leave the burn area before every hotspot had been put out. This video, obtained by his law firm, taken by a Palisades resident on January 2nd or 3rd, appears to show wisps of smoke still coming from the ground in the burn area. The state has now turned over the names of its employees who were there, and Robertson says he'll now be able to ask them questions under oath.
We've heard reports that they showed them maps, and there were certain exclusionary areas of sensitive species of plants that the firefighters were told they couldn't go and dig up. And we think that could have very well explained why hot embers were left in place that later rekindled into the Palisades fire.
The judge today also allowed the depositions of a dozen LA Fire Department firefighters who were there. They may include the firefighters who exchanged text messages about why the Lockman fire mop-up was allegedly cut short, now the subject of a Justice Department subpoena.
They may have been told by State Parks people that they couldn't do an overhaul in the entire burn scar area. And that's why we want to take the depositions and get the truth.
Federal prosecutors have charged 29-year-old Jonathan Rinderknecht with causing the Lockman fire. And the ATF says it concluded underground embers from that fire reignited and caused the Palisades fire. The Lockman fire burn area includes areas within LA city limits and land that's also part of Topanga State Park, which is why state park employees were involved. We should mention Rinderknecht there has pleaded not guilty to those arson charges. We asked the city and the state for comment, but we haven't heard back yet. And we should point out they usually don't discuss matters that are part of pending lawsuits like this one. Live in the newsroom, I'm investigative reporter Eric Leonard, NBC4 News. Back to you.